Hey, what's up, everybody? Agamatsu today, and today we're going to be taking a look at something that I think a lot of people are now like kind of downplaying, and it kind of makes sense, and that are guns. Everyone thinks that guns are like completely trash now. I only see like a couple people still using it after the rework, quote unquote. But I'm here to show you that there is something that you can still do with guns to make it really, really powerful, in my opinion, and that is multiplying and pen stacking. Now, of course, a lot of you guys have seen me talk about multiplication before, and I don't really see it as much. I mean, people still kind of do it, especially after the super video, but like people have stopped using guns for some reason, and I'm just here to show you today that you can reach like 100 damage with guns and pen stacking. So for starters, let's get into the stats of this sort of multiplication pen stacking build. You got 90 strength, 80 willpower, 50 fortitude, and 100 into your light weapon, right? And so essentially what you're trying to do is you're trying to build up your strength to 90, and the reason is because you want to get that million-ton piercer so you can actually go past the pen limit, because you will be doing that here. And the 80 willpower, people are like, what? 80 willpower? Like, what the fuck is that used for? It's because you want piercing will. So essentially what you're going to be really doing is you're going to be stacking the 20% pen that the guns get from having bullets, right? The piercing will, thresher claws, 3-star like dragoons, right, for that extra 14% pen, and then your strength gives you an extra 9% pen because it's at 90, right? And then you'll be at 73% pen when like fully kitted out, and that's like a lot of pen, and you'll see that it goes really, really crazy because you have damage multipliers as well. So with the 90 strength and 80 willpower, you're going to be going for a Dawn Fist and a Kira's Ring, and it's actually really nice on the dragoons, and it works really well with the Ishin's Ring as well. So you have those 3 rings on, right? Then of course you're going to have your Lose Your Mind, right? That's obviously the number one thing you're probably going to need to have. Ardor Scream is also a must pick, and then Reinforce. Now, to be honest, I've seen some people say like Overflowing Dam could be better because you can just automatically have like 10% on all the time. I like being a little bit more tanky though, so that's why I pick Reinforce, but it's really up to you. You can go Overflowing Dam or Reinforce, and either way you're going to be doing a ton of damage, nearly almost like 2 times more damage if you stack the Ishins, Ardor Scream, everything together with the damage from like Heroism Dragoons or like Deferred Dragoons. Just go really insane with the damage. Real quick, I just want to show you the damage on my build, which actually this build doesn't even have things like Piercing Will or Thresher Claws, and it doesn't even have Heroism either. I just want to show you the damage that it still does to build like 500 health in Exo, and yeah, it does quite a bit still. Another quick thing I'd like to mention is that your bullet adds 10% damage if it lands with your regular M1 hit scan. So of course you have your regular M1s that do like whatever, like 50-40 damage, right? But if you have the bullet, it will shoot the bullet as well, and if both the M1 and the bullet lands, it does 10% damage of your original M1's damage, just to let you guys know. As for the mantras for this sort of build, you don't really need any mantras in my opinion, except maybe like a strong left and of course reinforce. So I would just say get your strong left from the library quest and then get reinforce while you're progressing so you can get all the reinforced talents, and that's kind of it. You just kind of need a mantra mix up, and then rely on your guns doing like fucking a bar of damage and just hit them niggas like 6 to 5 times, and you should be able to knock most squishy players. Now as for like the tank builds with like 550 HP, that's probably going to take you like a solid like 10 to 12 hits. I'm not going to hold you, but if you're like constantly landing with Ardor Scream, maybe like 8 to 9, it won't be as bad. Now as for the belt, it doesn't really matter what you pick here. You can kind of go Payback or like Shard Bow, just, you know, good combat bells just to add on to your build. I guess you could also go Crazy Slots for the Crazy Slots guns, but they do less damage, so I would just prefer to stick to my Dragoons and just get some like Payback to make it a lot easier to fight my opponent and have more defensive options. And other than that, that's essentially the entire build, man. Like, yeah, that's pretty much the gist of things. I might make another video talking about why damage multiplier and pen really works well together, but just look at the damage in the video and it should be pretty clear that this build is really crazy. Anyway, I'll be catching you guys later. Peace.